It's a wonderful day to wander, and we're super pumped that you're coming to hang out with us today.
Today, we're about to break a record for distance traveled in the van. Now, up until this point, the longest we've driven in the van is approximately like 375, 385-ish miles. But today, to get to our destination, which is in Quincy, California, which is just north of Sacramento, California, we're going to drive a total distance of 407 miles. Now, how long that will take? Well, to be determined, because, well, we've got one big factor that will alter our drive time, and that is Baby Dash. Now, when Baby Dash is done driving, we'll have to figure out how to get him out, run around a little bit, get him to stretch his legs. We need to stretch our legs too, and then we'll just kind of continue on with our path today. So we'll see how this goes. There's a lot of variables here in play.
Let's see how little man is doing so far. Hi, Dash. Are you ready for an adventure this morning, dude? Do you just like the seatbelt? No. Yeah. All right, let's get rolling.
But before we leave our campground this morning, I just have to say we stayed at this place called Welcome Station RV Park, and it's a great little stopover place. They're a locally owned business. This morning, the owners came and dropped off this ridiculously cute, like, thank you for staying with us bag. The park is beautiful. Daniel's happy about candy. But if you're going down, what is this interstate?
80?
Okay,
yeah.
If you're going down 80 and coming through the top of Nevada and need somewhere to stay, this place is pretty great.
Dum-dum for the road?
Yep. I'm a sucker for a dum-dum. We just stopped to get some gas before we head out on the road. As I say, well, I used to say, you gotta fuel up before you hitch up, but we don't hitch up anymore, so you gotta fuel up before you giddy up. Just picked up some def as well. The def was low, just added some in here. Now, how much def it'll take to actually fill it up, I have no idea yet, because it's the first time filling it up, but the cool thing is, I've driven about 3,800 miles. It's the first time I put def in the tank, and it was only really below half, so it must have a huge def tank. Now I know it's listed here somewhere. Here we go. Here is so I've added it. Okay, so now we're almost topped off. I added just the big, I think it's like 2.5 gallon jug, and it's almost full. Actually, it's starting to fill up completely. I can see the meter working its way towards the top now that I have the engine on. So that should get me at least another 3,000 miles or so before I have to fill it up again. So, cool.
Also very cool, we now have a very clean windshield for your beautiful viewing pleasure.
The guy parked next to us in the Airstream Atlas had just come from Sacramento, California, which is essentially where we're headed. And one of the pro tips that he gave me is he goes, make sure you fill up your gas tank before you cross into California because it gets pricey. And I'm like, well, what's pricey, He goes, well, $7 or $8 would be about normal, but he goes, one of the last places I passed when I was leaving California at a gas station was close to $9 a gallon. And I said, I'm like, $9 a gallon? And he goes, yeah, so make sure you fill up around this area here. For comparison, I just filled up the gas tank and it was around $4 a gallon here in Nevada, so maybe like $4.10-ish. Now I can't imagine gas is going to be $9. That might have just been one of those like last gas station before, crossing a 100-mile desert or something. But we're about to find out what the fuel prices are in California. Now, traditionally, they've always been higher. We know this, so obviously, if you're from California, you're already used to it. This is no surprise, but for the rest of us, it could be kind of a sticker shock there.
price we're willing to pay to get the Airstream fixed at Vinny's.
In case you're looking for some land, there's 160 acres available here in Winnemucca, Nevada, in the middle of nowhere.
Technically, it's not the middle of nowhere. In fact, Winnemucca is big enough for us to stop because we have been traveling now for almost 3 hours and Dash has slept the entire time, which means he has to wake up soon. So we found a really cute little park that we're going to go and let him run around at. And then we're going to find some lunch before we keep going. Because 3 hours means we're almost halfway done with our trip for today, which is pretty exciting. Making progress.
You like the skate park?
Ooh, there's a skate park here. Nice. I think you're a little too young for that.
Yeah.
Are you excited to go to the playground? Yeah. Dash, are you excited? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And let's see, designed for children 5 to 12 years old. Uh-oh. Here's a mini-size version that looks like it's designed for 2 to 5. Coming back over here to Mama Bear and Dash. What's the verdict on this playground?
Plastic is really hot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the same problem we ran into in Texas. Any playground that was out in the sun was like, it would just burn his skin instantly. Is that?
This isn't hot.
Okay. Dash, what do you think, dude? Hmm? Yeah? Yeah? So the unfortunate thing about a lot of this stuff is that it sits in the sun. Yeah, I mean, that is, I could fry an egg on this right now. So the last thing you want to do is put a small child on this stuff here. It's really been the same situation that we've seen around the country. You've got these like record highs all across the country, and it makes all of this pretty much unusable equipment. Occasionally there's a slide like this that's in the shade, but the problem with this, something like this is, like, as you can see up here, this is like, I mean, this is hot to the touch. You've got a little shady spot here that's cool, but then it's like back to like, it's gonna burn your child sort of level hot. So okay, this is kind of a cool swing setup. It looks like you can put your kid in there and then you can swing with them. I haven't seen that before.
Except it's hot as Hades.
Yeah, exactly. But that's kind of a weird and interesting thing. I haven't seen that anywhere.
Cool. I'd love to do that.
Right?
Okay.
Oh, Mama's going for it.
No!
Too hot for Mama?
I'm trying to scoot the shorts down. Oh, dude. I don't even think I can do it. Nope. I'm not a thing. Okay.
Yeah, Mama's trying to,
Okay, how
willing to
about
burn her
Dada?
butt.
Dada has longer shorts.
Okay, let's see. George to the rescue! Good thing Daddy has jorts on. Thick enough to not burn. Whee! Whee! What do you think, Dash? Is this fun? Whee!
Well, guess we know why the park is completely empty now. Guess we'll have to go find somewhere else to wander local. Say that's okay, right, dude? Yeah. Okay, this has been a hot topic of conversation.
not just on our channel, but just like in real life. What do you think about Dash's hair? I keep believing that it's gonna like grow just long enough to be like the perfect little swoop, but it keeps getting in his eyes. But if I give him his first haircut, he's gonna look like a little boy, not a baby. Okay, leave a comment below. You can be brutally honest. Should I cut Dash's hair, or should we let it keep going? Well, we thought we had found a really cool vegetarian / vegan friendly place. We Google Maps it. Yeah, Google Maps had a lapse in judgment. It's 2.5 hours away from here, so probably in Reno. So that means we are sticking with Good Faithful, which means vegetarian pizza or Mexican. So it looks like there's a really good pizza place called Winnemucca Pizza, and that's what we're gonna do for lunch.
That's where all the action's at, for sure.
Okay, that seems like a disproportionately large liquor store compared to the rest of the town.
How about that double tow trailer over there? That's huge.
Hey, yeah. Hey.
Okay, at first we parked here and Lauren was like, we've been here before, and I think we've actually been to this pizzeria. Yeah, and I was like, no, there's no way. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. And she's like, yeah, how else would we know how to pronounce it? Because we've been here before. And she's right. We have been to this town before. The last time we were in California, we were heading back out east, and we came through this small town and had pizza at this exact same spot. And I remember the pizza being amazing, too.
It was good, yeah.
It was really, really good, but it was also in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
So that is what happens when you've been to so many towns across the entire U.S. That you forget, because it's just how it is. Like, we've been to hundreds and hundreds of towns across the country.
But it's a happy coincidence because we do remember the pizza being good.
The pizza was amazing. I remember that. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
So, welcome back to Winnemucca, because when we were here, we shot a video then too. We already had...
Oh my gosh, we literally sat right there. I remember, like, everything.
Yummy, right, dude? Because we live on the road, we don't have a baby book for Dash, and so some of the beauty of our YouTube videos is that we get to see him at like each different age. So for context, Dash is just over 14 months, and as of last week, he started like refusing to eat the smaller bites of food that we give him, and he wants to eat it exactly like we do, which is so insanely cute, but also like such a thing. He's getting so big. So, Dean, do you want coffee now?
I think it would be a good time to get some coffee.
Oh, yeah, I already know where it is.
Oh, nice.
Go on in. Hiya.
Huh? Oh, well, I'll talk about it in a second.
Time to hit the road. Time to head to Cali. Or maybe Reno first.
It is a scorcher today. The dash is reading 97 degrees, which means usually heat index is a little bit higher than that. This guy's not happy about it. But the cool thing is, literally cool, we can run the AC while we're driving from that Coleman AC unit because of our big battery bank, which is kind of cool. So,
Dash, are you ready to hang out with Mommy?
yeah, it's ready to go to Mama. You done with Dada?
Seriously, that's one of the things that Daniel and I have talked about a lot. As a family of 3, or even if you were traveling with a dog in one of these units, you really would have to have it set up so that you could travel with the AC on. Because if you didn't, it gets really, really hot in the back. And it's not a win for tertiary and beyond passengers.
That's not something you see every day.
Looks like we're close to some salt flats. And to be honest, I didn't even know there were salt flats in northern Nevada. Did you? The only salt flats I knew about were like just outside of Salt Lake City and in South America. Guess you never know what you'll see on a cross-country road trip. We are getting really close to crossing over the 6-hour mark of driving, and we're still about an hour and a half from our campsite. Dash is doing good in the back there, as you can see. Well, as you can hear, he's not upset. You would know it if he was tired of driving, but that's about the max where we're comfortable with him riding in the car seat that long. So, luckily we're only, 20 or so miles from Reno, Nevada, which neither Daniel or I have ever been to.
What do you know about Reno, Nevada?
I know that one of the greatest TV series of all time was shot there, Reno 911. If you don't know about that show, well, you should.
So since the only thing we know about is a TV show, we're gonna head downtown, park the van, which, just small note, we could have absolutely never done that with our 30-foot Airstream Classic. Just decide to go downtown to get a break. So pretty much loving that about the van and the flexibility there. But we're gonna go down and check out Reno. Made it to Reno.
Dash, you ready for your Reno adventure? Oh yeah.
Feeling lucky.
Okay, I have no idea what this is, but it looks interesting. And the name of it is the Strip Ship. So yeah, no clue, but One of y'all is gonna have to Google it and then let us know what this is in a comment below. It's interesting. But, I mean, strip ship, it could be a lot of different things. So we just took a photo, which we will share. We'll pop it in the video here. But we looked up and saw the most amazing thing ever right by the Reno sign. Can you see that? You can scale up the outside of the building here. That looks amazing. If I wasn't absolutely exhausted from the drive, I would be literally all over that right there. It's a lot taller than it looks on video, and it looks like a lot of fun. Go.
And while Dada is impressed by the cool rock climbing, Baby Dash loves the Reno sign. Dash, is that the coolest ever? Yeah, big fan.
Look at that. While Daddy and Dash were wandering, we just stumbled upon a really cool place that is made completely of containers. So we're gonna go check it out because typically container places in cities like this are one, pretty popular, and two, they have some pretty cool stuff. So let's check it out. Looks like Dash is keen to learn some bocce ball here. Future world's strongest man right here.
Although we would love to stay and play longer here in Reno, we've got an hour and a half drive to get to our final destination. So, headed that way now. Okay, we just made it to California.
Guess it's stopping an inspection. Okay. We just went through an inspection station to get into California. Well, I guess we were technically already in California, but it's the first thing that we've seen. It's like a checkpoint, and really, it's some guy standing at a gate going, that's it. So, inspection complete.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That was weird. Oh well. This is a change of scenery. It is totally and completely mind-blowing to me that you can go from being completely in the desert in Nevada to these beautiful, lush, dense forests in less than an hour. Our country is amazing. Woohoo! We can finally see the flag at the end of the game.
How are you feeling now that we're finally getting close to the end?
Honestly, once I knew we had less than an hour to go, I was like amped up because these have been some long days. We're going to hit 8 hours of driving almost on the dot today, and that's a lot of driving. That's way more than we would have ever done in the other Airstream towable. So it is definitely a lot easier to do longer days with the van. No question. Alright, there's the Pioneer RV Park sign.
Woohoo!
Looks like there's a bunch of stuff going on here.
So I called in advance because I wanted to make sure it was okay if we got here after hours. They said it was perfectly fine to do so. We just needed to go pick up our paperwork and run to the office. So that's what we're going to do. Well, that's very clear and straightforward. Love it.
We made it to California for our longest travel day since we've had an RV. I think not even just for the van. We never did a travel day like this with the Airstream travel trailer.
Check out this amazing, amazing spot. We've got some tree coverage here. Garbage cans are real close by. The club room and office is right next to us. Pretty awesome.
All right, Mr. Fernandez, how are you feeling after completing
1,000,000 hours of driving across the country?
48 hours from Wyoming to California?
In terms of undertaking that same drive, I would not recommend 0 to 5 flamingos. Undertaking? Is that the right word? I don't even know. My brain's not even working anymore.
How are you feeling about the drive, Dash Man? You feel like you did a really great job? Yeah. Are you just really happy to be here and be hanging out in your cool chair? Yeah. I think the long and short of it is we're all really happy that the last 48 hours are over. Even though they were pretty amazing. We're exhausted.
If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring that little bell because then you'll be notified the next time our video drops. And as always, friends, make sure you wander local this week because as you know, it's good for the soul.
You say bye-bye.
That's like me getting in bed some mornings. Like exactly.
Well, we tried. We'll see you next time, friend.